Welcome everyone to another episode of OG Talk. This is Chase, and good morning all the way out here from Northwest New Jersey. It is a beautiful day out this morning, a little chilly, about 50 degrees. Not that you all care about that at all. Just setting the scene. So, sorry, that's a little hot. So this is going to be part 3 of the Blame for Bleeding series. And, one of the things that I keep coming across, I don't know why it keeps coming across my timeline or, whatever, my algorithm. But I saw yesterday that there are actually 4,020 billionaires in the world. 4,020 billionaires in the world. Now, we keep saying that we have, we don't have the budget for this, the budget for that sort of thing. We don't have the money for things, yet why does one person need $1 billion? Like, have we ever really thought about that? I saw a thing on, I think it was on Joe Rogan. Yeah, it was on Joe Rogan, where this guy talked about how much $1 million is versus $1 billion, right? And I might get this wrong a little bit, but just as a comparison. So he said, I think by counting $1 bills, right? That if you counted out $1 million in $1 bills, it would take you about 11 days to complete that, right? By just counting in singles. Whereas if you were to count $1 billion in singles, how long that would take, and it would take 31 years to complete that same experiment. That's how much money $1 billion is. Now, you have some people that say that Elon Musk is on his way to $1 trillion, right? This capitalistic society is why people live paycheck to paycheck. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And we don't have money for Medicare and veterans. And that was really where I wanted to go today in this series. I couldn't imagine what it's like to be a war veteran. I know we celebrate Veterans Day, right? But do we really give it the love and attention that we need to? I have a stepbrother who was in the Marines, career Marines, man. And he's one of the most even though we don't really have a real close relationship, I respect everything and every person that goes out there and willing to risk their life. He was in Afghanistan, 2 tours in Afghanistan. And, bro, if you're out there, just know that I feel this way about you. Anybody who signs up for the service and is willing to give their life for something needs to be saluted. What bothers me is we have so many veterans who are homeless. And it seems like once they get out of the military or whatever, like you would think if the government really loved our service members, they shouldn't have to worry about money for the rest of their lives or their families. You want to get more people to sign up for these things that you make them do. At least if they're going to give their life, and get limbs blown off and stuff like that, why should their family have to worry about anything financially? Why, once they get out, aren't they just automatically given whatever they need from now on? Like, why, if I'm willing to go out there and take a bullet for America and come home all damaged, I shouldn't have to work another day in my life. I shouldn't have to worry about paying for food. if I get paralyzed in the shootout somewhere, like what about all those veterans that came home from Vietnam and it was just nothing? Like a lot of those guys ended up on drugs from being over in Vietnam, and then we blamed them for bleeding. This country gives nothing to veterans. It's shameful how they treat people when they get older in age, and I'm facing that, right? We're all facing that. We're all going to get old one day. There will be nothing for you. There will be nothing for you. They don't care about you, me, or anybody. At some point, we're going to get this collectively and realize, look how they are treating all of us. You know, I love how racist people love to categorize, you know, put everybody in one group, right? Or even the people who bash, you know, this, whatever way you are with immigration or whatever, I don't care. You know, treat people like human beings. But it is funny that we steal a land from the Native Americans, and then we bully everyone in the world, and then we tell them where they can live. They can't live. You can't live here, or you can't live there. But you stole it. But that's why possession is what, 9/10 of the law. Somebody made that up. It didn't come from nowhere, right? So we steal it and take it from you, and then we make it so you can't do anything. You wonder why black people have this stigma or these problems in society. We were raised as lab rats a lot of the times. So you can't really know somebody's story until you know exactly where they're coming from. And if you can't really see that part of it, then it's never really going to make sense to you. If you don't know somebody's origins, man, this whole place makes the little man victims. It's all about beating on and being the bully, and that's what America does. I mean, let's be real. You got people that are actually like, yo, crush Iran, crush this, that, and I don't really get into war talk like that because I think that it's all theater. I think that their ultimate goal is just to completely, you know, destroy whatever is happening, whatever morale that we have as people left. And that's something that we all got to deal with. But, you know, like I said, we spend $860 billion a year on the military per year. $20 billion in homelessness in America. And yet we act like we don't have any money. $860 million to blow up people in other countries and kill school kids and countless other atrocities. And, you know, we have to go into other countries and cut off their energy supplies and leave people starving in the streets. That's what our country does. We are not the good guys. Not internationally. We're just told that they're the bad people. But really open your eyes as to what's going on. They have never helped you. They don't care about you or me. Saddens my heart that we could, if we had the right people in place, we could fix everybody's lives tomorrow. There would be no need for homelessness. We have so many, we print the money. We decide what gets built and what doesn't. So that just lets you know that there are not moral people that make the decisions, and they've made us all their little slaves. Yeah. How many homeless people are veterans, people who fought in the war, living out on the street? The same streets they defended with their life, they're now laying on the side of the road, begging for money. While the machine, which is the U.S. military, $860 billion. That war machine has to be fed. They don't care about the veterans. They don't care about old people. They don't care about black people. They don't care about poor people. They don't care about immigrants. They don't care about you. They only care about the rich elite. And you know what I've also learned? It's not about, at least with me, it's not about fighting the system. It's not about fighting the system. It's about making people aware about what's going on. And people can take that information left, right, or the third. You just give them the truth. If you give them the truth, they can take, you've done your part. That's how I feel like I contribute now. I just give you the truth. I don't have an opinion one way or the other. I think that this world is ruled by evil. I think it permeates in the air. You can smell it if you're a very empathic person or what have you. You feel that. I mean, you feel the energy. You can tell. But I don't go one way or the other. I don't talk in those terms, because I believe killing and hurting people is wrong. I don't care who's doing it, and I don't care what country I live in. Genocide is wrong. You know, my Creator made me empathetic towards and have compassion towards others that I don't know. So some of you can see, people houses getting blown and to rubble and cheer that shit on. But sorry for my language. Y'all can cheer that stuff on and feel good that the good old USA is asserting their dominance as we're just killing innocent people every day worldwide. And it's going on in every country. It's every, it's the name of the game. The name of the game is power. It's good to know that the cracks forming. Let's just share our knowledge, yo. No more gatekeeping knowledge, yo. You know something that might help somebody, yo, get on YouTube or get on some platform and let people know about it. It's about giving people choices, yo. And they make us uninformed and ignorant and caught in distractions so that we can never put the pattern together. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, just stay wise to what's going on, yo. Just stay wise to it. Collectively, we'll get there. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know, but don't gatekeep information, yo. But yeah, the way they treat us, we're cattle, we're sheep. They don't care. Later. Love you all. One.